there.
Yeah.
Help clean them ponds out, change the fish in different ponds when they're cleaned out.
Ah.
Carrying the mud from them ponds
Buckets and
in buckets, five-gallon buckets, and pouring them out on the hill to dry up.
ooh.
Then I finally got the job of delivering them to different people.
Delivering the fish
Yeah,
to their ponds.
and after I left that fish hatchery, I went to work at Aluminum Industries for 19 years with them.
And what did you do there?
A grinder. I'd grind the rough spots off of pistons after where they pour them.
Mm-hmm.
Have to grind the edges off of them before they so they could put them in machines to turn them down.
Okay.
So I was a grinder, more or less, for that.
Okay.
And then after I left there, the Army got me for a year.
Just for a year?
That's all. It wasn't hardly a year.
Well, that's good.
November or December the 27th to the following December the 5th.
Okay.
That was in the year of 45. I went in 44 and come out in 45.
So right at the end of the war is when you got out?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever have to go overseas for the
That's
war?
Huh?
Did you ever go overseas for the war, or were you stateside?
Texas was as far away as I got.
Texas?
Yeah.
Well, you're lucky then.
I know it. Yeah, I got accumulated enough points to keep me from being shipped overseas to be a Japan guard.
Yeah.
That was what I was being scheduled for, to be a guard in Japan.
Okay.
But I had enough points
That you didn't have to go.
that they didn't have to ship me out.
That's good. So what'd you do after the Army?
So in the Army, they made me a truck mechanic again.
Oh boy.
So I spent 6 months working on trucks.
Okay.
Hitchhiked home from Waco, Texas to Cheviot.
Okay. That's a long hitchhike.
Huh?
That's a long way to go on your thumb.
Yeah. Well, I beat the train by almost a half a day.
Well, that's good.
I got a ride in St. Louis, two guys, Army boys, coming to Cincinnati, and they said, "Jump in, we'll take you home."
That was nice of them.
They took me within a quarter of a mile of the house there.
Nice.
Then after I did that, come back, supposed to go back to work at Aluminum Industries, and Big Steel was out on a strike, so Aluminum Industries closed down. So I got a job down in Cincinnati at a casket place, making caskets,
Yeah.
lids for them, and I was I soldered the lids together, pieces together, and for a year down there till Big Steel made their settlement. After Big Steel made their settlement, I went back to Aluminum Industries and worked for 2 years, which they closed down and went out of business. Then I left them and lived off of unemployment to run out, and then I worked for Charles, helped putting people's furnaces back together again. He was a furnace
repairs?
repairman. I worked for him for about 6 months, and I finally got a job with I was a punch press operator with, I can't even think of the last company I worked for.
That was over in Kentucky, wasn't it?
Yeah. Actually, it was down in St. Bernard, and then they moved to Kentucky.
Okay.
I worked for them for 22 and a half years as a welder then after I
Became a welder there?
become a welder there.
Okay.
Then I retired.
I remember seeing you come home one day and you had gotten a spark in your boot or something and you burned a hole in the side of your ankle. I remember seeing that.
Still got the scar on the inside of that.
Still got the scar down there, huh? See if she can zoom in a little bit on it. I remember that.
Shoe and the sock was burned completely up.
Yep, I remember
So
very
was
vividly
So
remembering
was the
that.
heels.
Yeah, so was your foot. Yeah. So you worked for them for 22 years?
22 and a half years.